Hello, this is Mark from Mark Thomas Hobbies. I'm going to do a quick little garden update. Things are not going very well this year in the garden. I've been traveling quite a bit, so it's been hard to keep up with the weeds. This is a volunteer tomato plant. It's probably the best tomato plant I've got. This here is coriander slash cilantro that is drying. Also in there, it's hard to see, but were onions, but they have not developed very well because the weeds have taken over. Yeah, sorry about all the ums. Got yellow squash here, and zucchini there, and another thing of potatoes that are doing well. Hopefully they'll produce more than my last little trial did. Like I said, weeds, more weeds. Green beans did not do well. They get taken over by the thistle and everything else. They didn't. I got one decent crop of potato or beans out of them, and then after that they have not produced well. This sad excuse here is my tomato bed. It got just overrun with weeds, and then I had some hornworms that I had to get out of here. They ended up eating a lot of the stuff off the branches, so all of the leaves got eaten off, and that ended up stunting the growth on a lot of the tomatoes. But it has not been a very good year for my garden. I'm going to get a few tomatoes out of it, but that's about it. So I've got red onion that I let go to seed, and a white onion that I let go to seed, and these were supposed to be all of my onions to go into storage this year, but not. I mean, that's one of the biggest ones, and you can see how small that is. I mean, there's another big, most of them are basically pearl onion size. They did not develop well. I am setting them out here to dry, and then I will trim the tops and put them in storage to be used for stews and stuff. But basically they'll end up getting cut in half and then dropped in a roast or stew, and that'll be it, because there is not near enough. I had 100 and some I grew last year, and they did really well, and this year I moved them to a different bed because I didn't want to grow them in the same bed 2 years in a row, and it did not do well. So I'll show you more in just a minute. This is my front little garden. I just planted turnips that need to be thinned out. This is a row of lettuce, another row of lettuce, another row of lettuce, and then 2 rows. You can see right there, and that right there, they're just starting. Those are kale plants. Matter of fact, there is the type of kale. Things are starting off slow in this, but it is better than nothing. I'm trying to get a few more groceries in the bin. I will give those turnips another probably week, and then I will thin them out so that I can maybe get a dozen or so large turnips. But really hoping my lettuce takes off. It This area here that gets hit by the rain is doing well, but this other area that does not get hit with the rain is I'm watering the heck out of it, but it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. Oh goody. Looks like I have a little buddy starting a hole here. It is a looks like a yellow jacket or underground wasp nest. That's going to be a beautiful thing. Make it easy for me to work in here, won't it? He was coming in and out, or she, whatever the case may be on those. But has not been a very successful garden year. Much to my daughter's dismay, she had tried to grow some flowers in this pot here, but it turns out the compost that I gave her to put in here took over, and we have tomatillos growing in here, green tomatillos. So the flowers that she tried to grow did not do anything, but the volunteer tomatillo plant is doing quite well. And that sums up my garden for this year. A whole lot of accidents are doing well, and anything I try and plant is not. So, hope everybody's doing better than I am. Bye.